Today we're going to be looking at creepy encounters that will keep you up at night.
Scariest moments caught on camera PT.11.
Oh, okay, what's going on there? That is either somebody possessed or somebody on something.
Tell me what's wrong. What's wrong?
Yeah, I think she might be on something. And I can understand why one. Oh!
Oh my god, she's like throwing her sand like a I don't know how to explain that. She's gonna come to our room.
Why wouldn't you close the door?
She is.
Yeah, it is scary to witness, trust me, I've seen it in real life. If you've ever seen somebody obviously off their head and something, it is terrifying to experience. I can't tell if she's either faking that, which I hope she isn't. I think it's one of two scenarios, either she is possessed or she's on something. And I've got a feeling she maybe took something before that video was taken. Why is she talking to her? I would have called the cops. Honestly, in a situation like that, you don't need to call the police. I think what you need to do is call an ambulance. Quite clearly that woman is going through something. I actually feel really, really bad for her. I am gonna guess that she probably is in sort of substance, and I hope she got clean in the end. Oh, it's a demon, alright. I mean, I'm not sure about that. I think it might be substances. And yet again, I do hope she got clean in the end, because honestly, addiction is a real thing. Whenever you see addiction up close, it is terrifying. Like, that woman's obviously taken something, and now it's like starting to like have a reaction in her body. It's terrifying.
I just rang your doorbell because I have a couple questions for you.
Who are you? This is terrifying. Look at the way he
Are you
stood
sure?
there.
I just rang your doorbell because I have a couple questions for you.
Okay, I think he's maybe going through delusion.
Are you sure? Are you positive? Are you sure?
Who's he talking to?
Are you absolutely certain? Yeah, can you hear me? What I'm looking for is for the girl that's in the house to come out here because I'm going to...
Oh.
Can you have her open the door? I'm going to ring the girl that's on the other side of this door when she lets me in.
I don't know what is going on there, but that right there is terrifying. Either that man is like saying things and talking to somebody, or he's a literal killer. Isn't he like an army veteran who had mental health issues? I mean, it could be that. Yet again, he should not be doing that. That's terrifying. Could you imagine being home alone, somebody like that, trying to get into your house? Did you see his eyes? He literally didn't blink. Yes, he's in jail. This was in Las Vegas last year. Okay, so it turns out he's in jail now. At least he's away from people, but it's the fact that he was basically walking up to the door and saying, yeah, there's a girl in here. I want to kill her and do stuff to her. That right there is terrifying. I mean, if you're going to be a creep, this is a rubbish way to do it. You can literally see her reflection in the background. Like, come on, if you're going to be a weirdo, at least be a pro at it. Don't pretend to be in your phone. We can literally see you. And it's the fact that he's holding the phone like that as well. If you point your phone at somebody, I know you're going to be taking photos and videos of them. Because it's happened to me before. Like, it is so obvious. And I think he's wearing a wedding ring. Like, he's married. Where is his wife and children? Oh, I don't like that. That's really, really freaky. And it's the fact that he's making eye contact as well. Oh, and now he's zooming in. Nah, screw that. That is, ugh. Nah, that's not normal. That, nah, you need to report him. If you ever suspect somebody taking videos and photos of somebody else on a train, the best thing you can do is talk to somebody who works on that train. Even if they're not taking videos of you, if you just see them like taking photos of people, let people who work on that train know. Why he's recording, I don't know, but I'm gonna assume he's probably recording pretty women that he sees. And then like God knows what he does later in them videos. He has a wedding ring, exactly. A lot of these men are married. Like a lot of these men you're gonna see in this video, especially the creepy ones, are married with children. That man who was asking that girl to go to his house to plant tomatoes probably has a wife and children. Not all creeps are loners, like a lot of them are actually married with a lot of kids. For me, it's scary and funny. I mean, it's funny that he's so dumb he doesn't realize you can see his reflection. It's also scary the fact that he zoomed in. Yet again, what's he doing with that video? How many other people is he video? There's been times whenever I've been in trains and buses and I've seen people taking photos and videos of me. Like, it's really, really eerie. Yet again, if you're gonna film people, don't go like that or don't go like that. There's been times where people have pretended to be in the phone, but I knew that they're taking photos of me. When a camera's pointed directly at me, it's pretty obvious. I saved a girl from a possible kidnap, assault, or worse. One late night around 3 AM, I was sitting in my home on my PC watching movies, playing games, etc. And I noticed I'm out of cigarettes. The only thing that works late at night is our local gas station, not too far from my home, but still it's easier to go with car. I took my car keys, unlocked the house, and I went to the gas station. I live in a small European country, which is the most safe country on the planet. Still, that doesn't mean that some bad things don't happen here and there. When you exit from a suburban area where I live, you need to take a right so you can take the main road. After that, you just go straight for about half a kilometer, then go left for another half a kilometer to get to the gas station. About halfway, I noticed some girl on the sidewalk. I usually drive slower at night because at that time a lot of people would speed and go on red during the night time. Walking faster than usual, it looked like she panicked and I noticed two guys behind her who were like 10 feet away, maybe less, pointing at her and do some hand gestures towards her. They gave me a really creepy vibe, and as I was getting close to the girl, I noticed she had a scary face on, like she was about to cry, but didn't cry, so I pulled over close to her and said very quietly, "Are you in trouble?" And she just looked at me and nodded with head nodding. I told her to get in the car and she did. I told her I'd go into the gas station to get some cigarettes, but I will take her home as soon as I finish buying cigarettes. She thanked me 100 times. I asked if she wanted to go and report it to police, but she said only to take her home. I went to the gas station, bought me cigarettes and a bottle of water for her. She was clearly in fear. I took her home after that. We passed the same street where those two guys followed her, but those guys were never to be seen. I imagine if I didn't run out of cigarettes that night, ... I mean, I think if you didn't run out of cigarettes, something bad could have happened to her. That was very fortunate, and also that you cared enough to help. Exactly, because a lot of people would not actually notice the red flags she was going through. Some people out there would just think, oh, it's not my issue, I'm not going to get involved, and they wouldn't stop to ask her if she was okay. That's not only fortunate you ran out of cigarettes, you noticed she was in trouble. Exactly, a lot of people don't know that. A lot of times people don't even realize that people are in distress. I can look at someone's face and tell that they're freaking out, like just by their facial expression. Other people would not. She is very, very lucky that you were there and you actually helped her, because if you didn't, she could have died. The time a stranger broke into my house and knew my name. This happened when I was 14. I'm 17 at the moment, and this still lingers in my memory. I was home alone that night as my mum was working an overnight shift. My older brother didn't live at home at this time, so therefore I had the house to myself. I'd say it was maybe 9 or 9:30 PM, and I was in my room working in homework and listening to my music with my headphones in, loud enough to where I couldn't really hear things. I remember for a fact that all the doors were locked, and I stayed home alone pretty often, so I didn't have a reason to worry. Maybe an hour later, I decided to take my headphones out and take a break from homework. I heard noises in my kitchen and footsteps walking around downstairs, which was odd because my mum wasn't supposed to be home until 7 AM the next morning, but she could have taken an early night for whatever reason. But just to make sure, I locked my bedroom door and texted her asking if she came home. It took her about 10 minutes to respond, but when she did, she said no, she was still at work, and why I asked. At that point, I was freaking out because my mum and brother are the only ones with keys into the house, and myself, of course. So I decided to text my brother. Sure enough, he said no, he wasn't in the house. So I told both him and my mum about the situation, and my brother wasn't far from the house, so he said he would be there soon and to call the cops. Yeah, so by the sounds of it, there's literally a home invasion going on, and apparently there's more to this story. As I was trying to find a hiding spot in my room with my phone to call the police, I heard my name called from downstairs. That got me thinking, did whoever was in the house know me personally? A family friend maybe? I didn't respond out of fear of who knew my name and was calling it, and I didn't recognize the voice. I called the cops and was on the phone with them when my name was called again, followed by "I know you're up there," and I heard someone starting to walk up the stairs. This literally sounds like a horror film. Like, this right here is a script to a horror film. Again, I didn't respond, but I was pure terrified. The police assured me they were on the way to stay put. I was still texting my brother while this was all happening. He informed me he was 5 minutes away. That's when I heard the front door slam. After I heard the door slam, about 5 minutes later the police arrived and assured me it was them, that I could come out. Shortly after, my brother arrived back home. The police looked around the property and all over the house, but there was no trace of whoever was once here. However, there was damage in the door and lock from being forged open, and looked to be done by some sort of tool to pick the lock. Everything turned out okay because nothing was taken, oddly enough, but the upsetting part is whoever was in my house wasn't found. From that night forward though, we got cameras installed and got a better lock. So let me get this straight, somebody literally broke into your house, was looking around your house, walked up your stairs, said your name, and then said they knew you're up there, and they were never found. I'm so sorry. If I lived in that house, I'd move out immediately. There's no way I'm still living there. That is absolutely terrifying. How long did it take you to feel okay staying home alone at night? An intruder is bad enough, but the name thing is definitely nightmare fuel. Exactly, that is something straight out of a horror film. First of all, someone broke into your house, but it's the fact that they were looking for you and knew your name and then said they knew you're up there. Could it be someone playing a prank, a joke, or like a stalker? I don't know. You handled that situation situation like a G, I would have crapped my pants as soon as I heard I knew you're up there. Like, oh my god, I'm glad you're alive. Exactly, like, I'm so sorry. If you're in that situation, do you think you're gonna survive? No. If I went through that, I'd be thinking I'm about to be murdered.
This is why you shouldn't explore abandoned places. An urban exploration YouTube channel by the name Urbix Hill went to explore the 13-year-old abandoned Robert Fulton School in Cleveland, Ohio. Immediately as he enters the decaying school, he doesn't notice, but what looks like a person can be seen watching him from the end of the hallway. But knowing someone could be stalking him, he continues exploring. But it wasn't until Urbix Hill goes up to the 3rd floor and finds a 40-down room that he would come face to face with the stalker.
I think somebody's in there.
Oh, I don't like this. He's alone as well, on his own. Why would you ever do that?
Somebody's been living in here.
Okay, so it looks like a homeless man's been living in there. I don't like that. No, don't do it. Is that real? That has to be fake. Please tell me it's fake. I've got no idea what that was, however, I did not like any of it. What if they were both explorers and just scared each other? I mean, that could be a possibility. I don't think that's what happened, though. Oh my god, that actually happened to me and my cousin one time. Or did I? I think it was the opposite. Basically, near my cousin's house, there's an abandoned school. We decided to go into it, and we seen other people outside of it. So we thought it would be really funny to play like a prank, pretend like I'm being held captive. Obviously, looking back at it now, it's not funny. Keep in mind, we were both 15 at the time. I'm just curious as to why he'd explore a building like that on his own late at night. Like, if you're going into a building like that, you need to be in a team. Is it a homeless guy? I mean, it could be. Keep in mind, that's basically where a homeless guy could live. But yet again, we don't know. Like, it literally could be a demon. I don't know.
Like, I thought it was very hot. Are you single?
No, we're actually together.
As a couple?
Yeah.
Lesbians?
Yeah.
Wow.
Is he filming them?
So you and you
Uh-huh.
do the thing.
Yeah.
That's none of your business.
Oh yeah, you're right. It is. You like poop?
What?
Do you like poop?
Poop? Like poo? That's weird.
What?
That's a serious question.
I don't think so.
Is it hot? Is poop hot?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Bro is weird. Bro is so weird. What was that?
I hope that that is fake. Like, that guy literally went up to them, asked them if they're lesbians, asked them about what they like to do in the bedroom, and then asked them if they like poop. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a future serial killer. Does anyone know what's his Twitch or live stream account he uses? Was he even live streaming? Like, by the looks of it, he was just taking videos of you. He was recording, question mark? Yeah, he was live streaming. We found his channel. Okay, that's even weirder that he's literally live streaming that. Who in their right mind walks around filming people and asks them if they like poop? He needs to be reported to the police immediately. Well, anyways, guys, that's some creepy encounters. If we seem like a more creepy encounters, let me know definitely will. Subscribe and see you all tomorrow for another video.